Hey guys, here's a cool little app called Touchcast Studio. It pairs nicely with a green screen, so it's good for video production. It's good for students demonstrating knowledge of content. They can upload a lot of features into it to make it a really interactive presentation, but it's probably also good for staff if they wanted to flip lessons or create an instructional video that way. So there's a lot of tools that I'm sure we'll not get to talk about here, but I'll just kind of show you a little bit how it works, okay? So it's got that TS logo on the bottom of the screen, that white app, Touchcast Studio. So you click it up, and it brings you kind of this home page, and it gives you a lot of like stock options you can use right away. So if you wanted one that was kind of more specific to what you were going to work on, if you're going to talk about a web page or a video, I usually just go start from scratch. But on this home page, you can click My Projects, and that kind of shows where everything's been saved. But let's go New Touchcast today, and let's go Start from Scratch. And then it just launches you into this workspace, okay? And so one of the features is called Effects, and so that's where you're going to get the green screen feature. So if I click Effects, I can see that green screen is not highlighted. So if I click that green screen, now it is. And on the right side of the screen, you see those two little buttons that popped up. Those give you the options about what you want to portray as your green screen. So let's go down on the bottom. I'm going to click that, and so now you can't see it, right? Because I'm not behind a green screen. But if I put up my picture green, my green construction paper here, now you can see that grass, and now you've got your students presenting to a background of this, or any of those features. You can also access your camera roll, so they can kind of customize their backgrounds there, and I think that's what that was. Yep. So that's always a fun feature. So I'll unclick that. So that's the effects. Whiteboard, I've used it for math classes, kind of just for like little tutorials. And there might be better apps for if you're going to make a tutorial, because this has a lot of features. But I'm going to click pen, and so now I can write. Okay, there you go. And now you can go back to pen, and now we can erase. And I think you can actually, down in the left-hand corner, you see saved boards. You can actually create lots of different boards, so you can go back and forth on it, so that's kind of fun. Titles, if they were going to make a presentation, if I wanted a title to make it a little more neat and a little more informative, I'll just click in there, and it's not letting me edit that, but it should, so you get the idea there. Oh, there it is. So I'm practicing, there you go. And so if I was going to present on something, a topic, that's where you could edit that there. And probably the last part we'll show you, and maybe the most cool part, is the VAPs in the bottom right corner. And these are all the different things that kids can actually bring into their presentation to make it multimedia, to make it more interactive, okay? So let's say I wanted to link to a web page. I was trying to show them something, and for sake of ease, I'm going to say I wanted to show them google.com. Okay, so I click there. Yeah, that looks good. So I'm going to actually click Use, and there you go. I can make that bigger. I can drag it around. I can actually type right in there. And let's just say I was looking for dogs, and it actually searches right in there. And so that's kind of a cool feature if you were trying to show them how to do something, or if you were presenting on something. And as soon as you don't want that to be there, you see in the bottom left, it went into kind of my house down there. I'm just going to click it, and now I want it. And now I don't. Okay, so that's a web page. Videos are pretty popular thing to put in there. So we're on our dog kick today, so we'll type in dogs, and it'll bring you up some different ones. You can search, obviously, to get a better, more accurate search there. But so this will load. You can actually preview it. Yes, top right corner. I'm going to click Use, and now we can get to full video or just 30 seconds of it. And I'm not sure if there's a way to edit which 30 seconds you get. I think you just get the first 30, but that might be all you need in a presentation like that. And so then it will load real quick, and almost there, and there it is. And now I can actually play it live, and I can resize, and I can bring out that other app that I was trying to show. So if I had a picture that I was trying to show something and a video at the same time, there you go. I'm done with it. I'm just going to click it on the bottom, and now it's gone. Okay, there you go. I've also used the question one. So if you're trying to get a question, why do we like dogs so much? Because that seems to be our obsession in this tutorial here. There you go. Can't find the question mark. Sorry. There it is. Okay, so that you could just type in some answers, multiple choice, and then you'd obviously have to select the right one. Yep, that's the right one. You could preview it. We're going to use it. And it kind of pops up, and then you can move it around. There you go. And so it shows yes and right answers, so that might be a way to spur discussion potentially. So I'll show you one. So look at all of these different apps. You can take a poll, quotes, Google Maps is kind of useful if you're showing a different place. So a lot of cool things. So I think presenting on what you know, presenting on what they know, it's a pretty cool app. It's a full app with lots of features. So we're done. You got it. So we're going to click done in the top right corner. And then I can never quite exactly remember how we do this. Done. I think you actually have to record a little voice to save it, so I'll show you that. So I'm going to actually click record. So I'm not recording in the app, but I will right now. I'll click that red bullseye at the bottom, and then hey, we're practicing talking. Now we can hopefully save the video. So now I'm going to pause, and then I'm going to click done. And there you go. Now we can hopefully save the video. So now you can kind of see just the part there. So then you would have, yep, that's because that's all I recorded. So that's all that will be there. And then I'll click export Touchcast. And then, you just give it a title, whatever. And then you can upload to some different places. So you can upload to Touchcast, which is kind of where, that home station. So that might be a place you go. Probably going to go to YouTube or Camera Roll, though, for us, because once you get it to Camera Roll or once you get it to YouTube, it's a little bit easier to get it to places so that we can show other students or show other families. So I'm going to do Camera Roll. I'm going to click share. It goes fairly fast, so because that was obviously very short. And there you go. And then it also saves back here. So if we click My Projects, you can see that's the one we were just working on. We're going to go back. My Touchcast, these are the ones that I've actually done. And there you go. And so that's Touchcast, guys. It's a cool feature. It's a cool app with lots of features. Good for video production. Good for tutorials and stuff like that. So hopefully that helps you and you get some video production going in your classrooms, okay?